Hi everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Gina Marjas. Thank you so much for returning, and if this is the first time you stumbled upon this face, thank you so much for just clicking on this video. I hope it will be helpful to you. Don't forget to subscribe, hit that notification bell, and share this video with someone. Okay, let's get right into it.
Vehicle financing.
So we're at that point where we want to buy a new car, right? We want to buy a car, but we don't necessarily have the funds to go into a dealership and buy that car cash. So there's an option of vehicle financing. What is vehicle financing? Vehicle financing is basically going to the bank buying a car for you, giving it to you, and you repaying the bank with a monthly installment that has an added interest onto it. Okay, that is vehicle financing. Going to the bank purchasing the car on your behalf, giving you the car, you registering the car in your name, still doesn't belong to you. Why? Because you still owe the bank, so you need to pay the bank back with monthly installments with an added interest. That is vehicle financing. But there's so many things involved in vehicle financing, and one of them is you actually need to qualify for vehicle financing. Someone will ask this question, Gina, how do I know that I qualify for vehicle financing? Well, you need to apply. There are two options. Either you apply yourself, or the dealership that you are looking to buy your car from applies on your behalf, and you have a range of options. It doesn't necessarily mean that because you bank with bank A or bank B that you need to do your vehicle financing through them. No, you shop around for the best interest. You see which bank is giving me the best interest. Maybe you are lucky that month that you are actually looking to get your car financed through the bank, that specific bank has a vehicle financing sale, maybe a 0.5% off their current interest, maybe a payment holiday, but that's a story for another day. I don't really want to get into payment holidays. So you have options. You see which bank is going to give you the best option. So this application consists of your identification, your driver's license, proof of residence, your pay slip, the quotation from the dealership that you want to purchase your car from, and a sheet of expenses. What is a sheet of expenses? Sheet of expenses are your monthly expenses, your electrical bill, your water bill, list of expenses that you can think of that you actually spend your money on a monthly basis. So once this application is in, the vehicle consultant will take a couple of days to evaluate your application and then give you an answer. The answer can either be that you are approved, that means that you can afford the vehicle, or you are declined, that means that you cannot afford that specific vehicle and you should maybe shop around for a cheaper vehicle. Okay, so let's say now this application comes back and you are approved. The next step is to put down a deposit on the car, and there are usually three options involved. Either a car that requires a 10% deposit, meaning that you only put down 10% of the initial cost of the vehicle, or no deposit, meaning that you don't need to put down a deposit at all. Or the third option is putting down a deposit larger than the minimum required. So once you put this deposit down, this gives the bank the go-ahead to purchase this vehicle on your behalf. Okay, once a bank purchases this vehicle on your behalf, you need to have insurance. The bank cannot give you their car without insurance. And when I say their car, this car belongs to the bank because they bought it and you are paying them back. So the bank will not give you their car without insurance. That's something that you need to consider, especially when you are buying a car with the bank. your insurance. So you get your insurance, the bank gives you this insurance note that you are going to use to pick up their car. I just have to keep saying their car because it's their car. Although it's registered under your name of you driving, it's still their car until those 72 months are done. Okay, so before you pick up your car, before all these nice things, the celebrations, the congratulations, you need to go into the bank and sign a contract. This contract is going to stipulate the number of months that you have to pay back the bank and the interest that you're going to pay back. So let's say the car is $160,000, right? So that's what you're financed for. You're going to probably pay back $40,000 depending on the interest that you signed for, depending on the interest that you agreed on. Okay, so you need to put that into consideration. Also, ask these questions. Ask the consultant, if I am gonna go for this vehicle that costs 300,000, how much will I be paying back by the end of 72 months, by the end of 42 months? How much am I gonna be paying back? These are things that you need to know, because at the end of the day, you might be buying a $300,000 car and you'll be paying an extra $100,000 of interest on this car. Is it really worth it? These are things that you need to put into consideration when buying your vehicle through the bank. Say the other thing that is stipulated in the contract is the number of months that you have to pay back this vehicle. This depends on the model of the vehicle, which year make it is. So let's say it is made 2022, 2023, 2024, 2025. That means that you have an option of 72 months. And if your car is lower than 2019, 2018, please correct me in the comment section below. That means that you have less months to pay the car back, because the car has depreciated, you guys. It doesn't have value anymore. It means that you can only have 48 months to pay it back, and that generally means that your installments will be higher because the months are fewer. So once you sign that contract, you are basically in agreement with the bank. You agree that these are the number of months that I have to pay this vehicle back. I'm going to be paying this vehicle back. You agree that this is the interest that I will have to pay back. Basically, you just agree with the bank. You have signed a contract. Let me give you a tip. Whenever you're buying a car with the bank, do not just look at a car and be like, I want that car. Please make sure that you can afford this car. Make sure that you write down all your expenses. That's why the bank gives you this expense sheet. Write down all your expenses. Know that I can be able to save even after I get this car. I'll be able to maintain this car, buy new tires for this car, the fuel for the car. I can do all the other things that I used to do before I got this car. I can still live a comfortable life, and this car is not going to put me in a financially compromising situation. Make sure that you're buying a car that you can afford. Just because your salary is $43,000 doesn't mean that you need to go for a Raptor that you're going to be paying off $18,000 per month minus the insurance, okay? Go for something that will leave you comfortable in your finances, where you can still invest, where you can still save up money, where you can still have emergency funds, around funds. You can still do what you used to do before you got this car, okay? Let this car not be a regret. When you're buying your vehicle, do not buy your vehicle to impress anyone. And another thing is, take your time when you're shopping around for vehicles. Compare prices, compare dealerships. Make sure you use this app, namcars.com. Use that app. Look around, see, compare, because sometimes you'll get a 2022 vehicle that is $200,000 versus a 2023 vehicle that is $300,000. It doesn't make sense. The same car, different year models with the same mileage, but $100,000 difference. It doesn't make sense, guys. Make sure you take your time. Do not jump into anything. Do not be pressured by anyone. Make sure that you're making the right decision for your finances. Okay? Thank you so much, everyone, for watching. Let me know, what else do you want to hear? What else do you want me to talk about? I'm in a season where I just want to talk about finances, how we can improve our finances, how we can create wealth, how we can save, and how we can put ourselves in a better financial position